Ta-da! I'm back. I haven't filmed for so long. I keep getting messages about my YouTube channel, so I thought, you know what? Don't care if I look like an idiot. Don't care if I feel like an idiot. Don't care if you don't like my videos. Don't watch it. My anxiety was getting too much and I was thinking, why do I care so much? So do you know what? I'm back and I am doing what I love best, which is showing you beautiful lot my makeup routines. If you want to follow them, follow them. If you don't, don't. I'm a bit like, oh, I'm a bit all jittery because I haven't done it for so long. I'm literally, this is just like a little welcome back video basically. So I'm literally just going to do the most simplest of looks. And I am going to start with some Prep Set and Go by Iconic London. I can't ever remember what shade this is. I will tag everything in the comment section below what I have used today. And I am just going to go in with I'm literally just going to use a little bit of concealer to just prep my eyelids. So I'm literally just prepping the eye. What is that? With just a little bit of foundation because I don't know where my base is at the minute. I've got the P. Louise base, which I like the tacky layer that it leaves, but concealer it works just as well. And then just pat that in. And then what this is evidently doing is giving you a tacky base for the shadow to one stick onto, but also to give it more pigment and be a lot brighter on the lid and noticeable rather than going straight onto bareback skin. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty nude palette in light. And I am literally, this is just going to be the most simplest of looks. So what I'm going to start with first is I'm just going to stamp in this sort of browny earthy shade. I don't know what the colour is. And then I am literally just going to stamp in. I have hooded eyes, so I always go above my natural crease. And I create my own crease. I really love this palette. Beautiful shades, all the shades that I would use. I'm literally just stamping it on. You can clear up any, this is why I do the eyes first, especially if you're doing sort of like darker colours. It just prevents you from mucking up your base. So I'm just going to bring that in slightly. Don't want to overdo it. Right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just lightly going to just soften that edge so it's not so harsh. You don't want to go right in all the colour. It's just literally, I'm hardly got any pressure, just to buff out those harsh edges. Voila, just like that. Look a bit crazy at the minute, but trust the process. So I'm going to go in with, it's like a taupe, beigey sort of colour. So I'm literally just going to go over that cut crease that I done, just to give it a little bit more shaping, but I don't want to drag that darker colour too much and just merge them together. Bring it in, the excess that's left on the brush, just bring it in towards your inner corners, just to contour that bit as well that goes into your nose, like so. And then what I like to do is I will get that same taupe colour and I will literally just bring it slightly on the lower lash line. Connecting to where you've already done. You can clear it up as well. I can do that with my foundation and everything, so that's not too bad. Just gonna take the lighter colour in the middle here and I'm just going to set that brow bone. You don't need a lot, you really don't. Done. See, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to do any more to that. Apart from, I'm going to add a bit of the pink and the cream just in the actual middle of the lid and the inner corner. Just sort of blend that in. Strawberries and cream. And then if you do go too far out, once you've got that colour on, you can literally just take the darker shade again, tiny little stamp just to intensify that outer corner. Don't want to overwork it. It's just a simple eye look that I am going for. Super, super duper quick. Then I am going to take a brown, because it's more of a nudie, not harsh look. I'm going to take my brown roller liner by Benefit. And I'm just going to do I don't want anything drastic. So it's literally just a tiny bit of a flick. I am going to bring that down slightly. That flick's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to emphasise that one. And the trick is, if you have got hooded eyes, do not, and I repeat, do not do your liner lifting your lid like that, because that's going to do you no favours. But you want to do it as you're going to be like all the time. So if you literally lift that doing your line, you'll drop your finger and it's going to look not how you've applied it. So just apply it how your natural eyelid falls and it'll be so much easier for you. I'm going to start on my base. I've already put Prep Set and Glow on. I am going to give myself a little bit more. So I'm going in with the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, which I am running out of big time. And I'm just going to put that, literally just hydrate the face. Then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. This is in colour 4 Neutral. So I'm just going to literally put some on the brush. I will buff it in with a, and then just look. Oh, it's a little bit lighter than I am at the minute, actually, but it does buff out quite well. I need a mirror. I can't rely on my phone. And then I like to personally apply my foundation with a brush, a flat kabuki brush, and then I don't really concentrate under the eye because I do that with concealer and everything anyway. Make sure you bring it down at the neck, and then I'll blend it in with a beauty blender. Don't want red ears. So I'm going to blend that in. Just you and I don't know what music you will hear because I don't know what is copyright. So you might hear some might be blanked out because I do not own the rights to this music in the background. Damp beauty blender, and I literally am just gonna press that more into the skin. I mean, I love this foundation. So Charlotte Tilbury, if you're watching, I love it and I love you. Just make sure you really, it melts into the skin beautifully. I know a lot of people that do actually wear this foundation, so you know what I'm talking about. It is flawless, hence the name. Ew, get that out of my eye. So really work that in. So I'm looking a bit too bland at the minute, so I need to go in with some contouring. Brows I will do in due course. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? Huda, I've got your concealer. So this is the new concealers that she's brought out, and it's the faux filter concealers. This is in shade Meringue, which is 2.1N. I will tag everything in the description box what I have used. So what I'm going to do is literally just I don't want too much because a little goes a long way, and I mean a long way. So I'm literally just going to another damp beauty blender. I like to go right up just to give you that lifted look. And then you can work that. I might have applied a bit too much, but it's very blendable. It's easy to work with. It really does make such the difference. It is really, really beautiful underneath the eye. Sits, and I have, obviously, over the age of 30, my skin elasticity is not what it used to be. I've probably put a little bit too much on actually, but it is so workable. You can just blend it in and it just looks seamless. Like, I absolutely love it. Look at that lifting effect as well. By putting your concealer going upwards towards your temple, just lifts your face. Even if it's not lifted, it just gives the illusion that it is lifted. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on my highlighted areas. I'm just going to put a tiny bit. Literally don't need a lot. Literally just to highlight the areas that I want more highlighted. Work that in. And I like to blend upwards. I mean, I've got quite an oval face as it is already, so I don't want to make it any longer. But but really go with your face shape. Don't go with what I'm doing, because if you've got a square face, you want to do it differently. Obviously I can do a video on face shapes and everything, but you really want to go and work with your face shape to emphasize your natural features. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Go in with my contour stick. This is by Susan Jackson, the one and only. My face is gone all blurry then. And I am just going to put some on my temple. I don't want to go too much on my temple, because obviously I've just done the concealer. Can't get my words out. I've just done the concealer, so I don't want to just ruin what I've just done with that. So I literally just put a tiny bit and I blend outwards. So recently I've been doing my contour going down towards my chin, just to give me that more chiseled look. And then I like to just go underneath my chin and really sharpen up my jawline. Right, so I'm going to come a little bit closer just to show you. I don't want to get any contour. I've just washed my hair, so I don't want to get any contour in my blonde bits. So I like to just put a little bit. I don't mind having a little bit there, but I don't like, because I've already got quite an oval shape face, so I don't want to make it shorter. So I'm literally just going to go in. I keep taking that down, it's my only mirror. I'm going to take that down and I'm literally just going to buff this out with a beauty blender. Don't go in my hair, just above the brow. Can you see already how that's just changing your face shape? I just love contouring. It is a little bit of effort, but it is worth it. And you can do it quicker. You don't have to do every part of your face every time you contour. You can just do your cheeks, or you can just do your temples, or you can just do your jawline. It doesn't have to be everything all the time if you haven't got the time, or you just can't be bothered. Do not go in my hair. Do not go in my hair. So can you see, it is literally just gave me just that really chiseled out look. I absolutely love this contour. I can't remember what shade this is either. It's just number 1 Contour Cool by Susan Jackson. Absolutely love it. I need to get some more. I want to experiment with some more shades as well. So with my nose, I literally just take a smaller, really light pressure. You don't want to press too hard, because what that's going to do is just going to literally, 1, a lot of product will go into your sponge, and 2, you're just literally buffing away what you've done. So what's the point of contouring? You need it there a little bit, and it just literally defines that nose a little bit more. Right, so now next I need to set under my eyes. So Laura Mercier translucent powder, again one of my favourites. I'm literally just going to take my beauty blender. I'm not looking in a mirror, this is going to go horribly wrong. And I'm just going to just set under where I have put my concealer, and that will stop any cakiness, any creasing. I'm not a fan of baking, especially if you've got maturer skin. I mean, if you want to bake, go ahead, I can't stop you. But I'm personally, I'm not a massive fan of it. If you set it with a powder, you've set it with a powder. That's all you need. So literally just where I've concealed, I'm gonna go over. And it's translucent as well, so. Right, and then what I like to do after that, if it hasn't really buffed out that well, I'll literally just get a brush and just wipe any excess away. Just put that all over the skin. So can you see how well that, like, I've hardly got any products on my face. How many have I got on my face? Like 3? And it just gave me such a flawless finish already, and I'm not even done. So literally, I'm now going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Poreless. Although I did drop it when I got it, and literally I dropped it on the floor. I've literally only had this like not very long, and I've bloody dropped it. I'm gonna get an angled brush actually, because it gives you more control. So I'm literally, where I've contoured, I'm just gonna stipple that on. I don't want too much. Just go where you naturally tan on your face is where you want your bronzer. So a little bit on the nose. You can just set as well. All where you've contoured, I like to set with a bronzer. Go down onto that neck, get that neck in. You do not want to forget that neck. You can make it as dark as you want, to your preference, as light as you want. This is how I usually have mine if it's more of sort of like a day sort of evening, a day event that I'm going to, rather than too heavy. Next I'm going to take my NARS blusher in Orgasm. Love this one. It's got like a highlight, built-in highlighter as well. So I'm just going to take the same brush, it's my face, and I'm literally just going to stipple that on to my cheekbone and bring it round slightly. I like to bring it up onto my temples, a little bit on my nose. Just a bit everywhere really, because I love the shade. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. It is a really, really lovely shade. Beautiful shade. And then I don't even know if I want lashes, you know. Lip, I'm just going to go in with So Sue. Don't know what colour this is. Birthday Suit. Nice natural nudie pink. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Not on the first one back. I like to overline my lips. I don't overline them too much, but I do like a little bit of overlining. Quite a nice pinky colour. It's just a balm one. That is in shade Heng Fang. It's quite a nice little pinky shade. You can go over with a gloss, which I haven't even done my brows yet, have I? I've literally, this is how long I haven't filmed for, like I just have lost track. So I'm just going to literally put, this is a little bit of Man-Eater by Tarte. It's got a bit of a tingle, so be warned. Can't believe I've done my lips before my brows, but hey ho. Right, brows. It's got a bit of a tingle. Right, so brows, I'm using Browsing Pro Palette by Benefit, and I am literally just going to fill these in slightly. I like to mix the colours. This palette is shade light, I think. Light medium, this palette is. I would show you, but my kids got hold of it. So it's a bit messy. But it has two like browner waxes, and it has a clear wax in it as well. And then it's got the four powders even, sorry. And it comes with little brushes, although I do like using my own brushes, and a little spoolie as well. So just what difference that makes to your face. When people I used to always leave out my brows when I was doing my makeup when I was younger, and I was like, how did I do that? I cannot believe I used to leave my brows out. Looking back on photos, I'm like, oh no, no, no. When the orange face was all the rage back then, shoving on as much bronzer you physically could, your face would literally not be breathing, and you in bloody bronzer. So that will do. It's meant to be a quick look. I've been filming now for half hour. I haven't done my lashes because, to be honest, I really, really, really don't think it needs it. So I'm just going to go over with some foundation. I'm just going to go over with some mascara. I can't tell you what this one is because it's all rubbed off. I think it's Anastasia Beverly Hills, this one. I mean, my lashes are quite long, so, but it's a good separation in the lashes. Let's put a tiny bit on the bottoms. Look at that lip plump. My God, my lips are on fire, but I love it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add a lash today because it's more of a natural, it's like more of my go-to natural look if I'm going to sort of like a day event, or just like out with the girls, or even just a quick one down your local. It doesn't have to be major. That one's gone more than that one, isn't it? So I might even just build that one up. I don't want to ruin the separation though. So that will do. Don't you love it when you are busy and your kids take full advantage because they know you're not paying attention? I am paying attention, don't get me wrong. I can hear them. They are literally just in the next room. But I'm in my salon and they're like, oh, mum's filming. Get some food and just eat out of house and home. I am going to finish that with actually I'm going to just add a little bit of highlight into the inner corners. This is just Cookie by Benefit. It's not too overpowering. I don't really want any on my brow. A little bit there. A little bit on my nose. I keep forgetting to look at you all. I am trying to do it in, I've got only a tiny mirror to film in. Although I've got a massive mirror in front of me, but it's too far away. I need it closer. Oh, let's blend that in. Oh dear. So this is like more of a peachy, it's got like more of a peachy undertone, but look how beautiful that makes your inner corner of your eye. Amazing. And then I'm literally going to take a little bit of that highlight on my angled brush and literally just coat slightly on my cheekbone. Is that blended in well? Yes. And that finished with a little bit of MAC's Fix It. Fix It Plus, Fix Plus, MAC Fix Plus. Drenching in it, baby. Fan down. And that is the final look. I quite like that actually. So yes, I will literally tag everything that I have used. I am so glad to be back filming. I hope you're glad to see me again. And I am going to be filming as much as physically I can as possible. That didn't make sense, but it made sense in my head. You know what I mean. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment on any look that you want me to do, or even a challenge.